Hey everybody, I'm TecToss and welcome back to Let's Play Cities Skylines. Now, last time we left off with a long backlog of traffic here, and I wanted to just quickly do this intersection here and then go back to business. But it turns out we're just 1 or 2 pixels short of actually being able to build a ramp over there. So I actually had to demolish this entire area and rebuild these. Well, at least just the connections to the left side of the highway. So I let it run for a minute or two, and I still have to let it run here. Though we probably need to do some fixing there. I don't know why they always stop for a second. We might want to make this here... What actually happens if we upgrade that to a 4-lane road? I'm wondering. There are probably gonna be traffic lights. Let's find out. I think we can just upgrade that. Oh, that doesn't look good. There are gonna be traffic lights. No, there are no... What are those? I don't get it. There are traffic lights now, right? Let's pull that through and see what happens. I kind of want to do it for well, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Let's stop you for a second. I do not want to... There we go. That's more like it. Where was I? Here. That. Upgrade all this to... Well, we could just delete that. Don't need that. Did we upgrade it to... I don't want a 6-lane road. Oh, god damn it. 4-lane is just enough. Come on. There we go. Alright. Does that help at all? Or does it make it worse? No, there's no traffic. Come on, guys. I guess there's traffic lights all over the place here. Look at that. Every one of these sections has traffic lights. That can't be good. Well, if we just... I don't know. If we just do it with the simple 1-lane roads... And we just have these here. There's no traffic lights, and that should be better, actually. I think. Not sure. It's looking fine now. I think it's just this. Oh, what did I do now? Okay. Already upgraded. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at 1-lane roads because I don't want to have traffic lights there. That's the whole point of the experiment. And now we don't have them. Traffic can flow, well, kind of freely. What we could do is get roundabouts. And what? I don't know. Could get roundabouts and have that connect to here and then all that complicated stuff. I really don't think that's necessary though. Oh, we could do... Oh, whatever. What I need to do now though is actually rebuild my... Well, you know what we need to do now is get a freaking bus depot and start getting some public transportation up in this. Go. We also need to... no, that's looking fine here. They can pollute that area, doesn't really matter. Just need to have an eye out for the incineration status. If we actually do have enough capacity, and which of the incineration plants are overly filled, but doesn't look like any of them are actually. Let's just relocate this guy to here. There we go. Okay, so now, where's a good place? I think here is a good place for a bus depot, because this area is kind of wasted anyway. So let's just put that guy here. Maybe a little on the outskirt, like so. That looks good. Right, now you need some power. So let's connect you up here. Could actually just... how does that work out? We just connect you directly. So, we can get rid of that ugly thing. Connect these guys over here and these guys over here. That actually should be well enough of a power connection. We don't need to have to run these lines all over the place. Pretty much the same principle applies here. Could just have a straight line like so. Are you part of the power system? Yeah, you are. And we can get rid of that ugly thing. Like that. Okay, now we do need to have one connection over here. Why won't you cooperate? Come on. Come on! Do what I want to. Cooperate. So, come on. Come on. Okay. Nuts now. That stuff. I just need one connection. From here. To here. That should work out. And from here to here. Thank you! That did work out. And it looks a lot better. Less power lines. That actually... Let's have you connect this way. That. Good. What was my original plan? Bus depot. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot that. Good. We got a bus depot now, so now we can actually draw some bus lines. We also could afford some metro, but for now, let's stick with the bus lines. And how we're going to divide this part of the city. So that's probably three good bus lines. So let's start on the wrong side of the road. Can get around like no, we can't. Have one stop here. Like so, one stop at every block. Maybe two in these, like so. There we go. I have one bus line going around there, and the other one goes around maybe here, and here, here, and here, and there, there, and there, and there. Now what I'm doing here is having multiple small bus lines and actually have these line up together so people can easily transition from one line to another. And what that will do is it will saturate the... because I think there's a certain saturation per bus line, so they will get saturated nicely with buses if you make them fewer and smaller. At least that is my understanding of the system. And that way you won't get these stations to be so overcrowded, and people also can just jump over to the next station. So if you want to go from here to here, you actually just move until that station, switch the bus, and then move to there. If that actually makes sense. We could just make one... Actually want to carry on all these people. Then have one line, pick them up here. And have a couple stations like so to connect over to the industrial area like so. Not sure if that works out the way I want it to, but I'm gonna give that a try anyway. Have them here. And yeah, just basically have 2 stops each, and then have you come around home like so. Not sure if we actually make one. Might do that. Might make a bigger line, like through this part of the city, like so. Could actually make sense. Anyway, we're not gonna get redundant now. Good. Also, no, I don't want to add a stop. I just want to pick the bus line. How did you do that again? Not like that. Can't I? Huh, I needed to go in this. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that's it. Alright. So city lines are going to be green, just so we can distinguish them from the other lines. Because once our city gets bigger and has multiple parts and whatnot, and you have to connect them all, it gets a little messy with the... there we go. It gets a little messy with the transportation system, so you actually want to... Oh, this one here is an industry line, so it needs to be the color of industry. And with this easy coloring system, you just kind of are easily able to keep track of your bus lines, and they can just be distinguished by the intensity of the color. So we have a darkish green, then a light green, then a dark green again, and we have an orange here. And yeah, people can now use the bus to get to work. What are you? Oh, you're... okay. And we got the traffic problem here again, but shouldn't be that big of a problem, actually. No, let's do that over here as well. Well, let's first actually finish that district here, because we didn't really get around to do that. Got a couple of these guys in here. Zoning, oh really? How do you zone? I don't know. Explain that to me again, please. And then put some high density residentials in here, like so. That's good. And some high density commercial as well. Just around the outskirts. Like so. Very good. Oil power and coal power. No, no, no. I want to... We only need 9,000 more people. So I want to, if at all possible, stick with the green power theme. And actually get... Yeah, it's it's gonna be hard though. Real hard. We can get a little more here. That's 12 more megawatts. And we'll have a little bit of space here. Like so. So. Put you up there. That will, well, solve the problem for us for a little while longer, until we build up our city a bit more. Now, let's add some bus lines here as well. Yeah, I'm gonna make them really small. One stop at each block. There you go. Alrighty, so that's one. How about this guy's coming in here? Like, I don't know, get another one. Why not? And you guys are around here. And add a couple stops. Like so. Good. Remember, you also always want to have these stations face each other, so people can switch the bus line if they have to, and they will actually do that. Close you up here, and 2 more. Maybe do a little more of this off screen, Also with the reorganizing of my district on the other side of the street. But I also want to show you how to... Actually, how I think you can set up an effective public transportation system. I'm not yet 100% sure if it's really the good way to do it. But we'll find out together, won't we? Very nicely. Okay, and now let's... well, we can't actually connect that up there, but what we can do is close this tab, go back to bus lines, and actually give those guys a couple of green colors. Dark green. You need to be bluish type of green. You need to be a light green, I guess, like so maybe. Just so I can distinguish those guys. There we go. You need to be a real green. Maybe like so. Yep, that should offset it nicely. You are gonna be... I don't know. I'm running out of shades of green, actually. New movie, Shades of Green. A German is designing a bus line system. Can he find the right shade of green? Watch and find out. There we go. Okay. Not perfect, but... Well, yeah. I can fiddle around with it a little bit more later on. And we're missing one bus line. Actually want to have one kind of bigger one connecting all the areas up here. Like so, and so, and so, and so, and so. There we go. Good. So that's out of the way. And we got public transportation now. What do you know? It wasn't too hard, was it? Like most things in this game, it was actually fun to do. There we go. So we got it here, we got it here, we got it also connected to the industrial area. And that should alleviate some of the traffic. But of course we're gonna have to watch that over time. If it actually does work the way we want it to. And then what I'm planning to do is actually get like local bus lines. Well, basically the way it works in the real world as well. Get basic bus lines in the districts to connect all the people together. Then have metro stations to cover larger distances. And eventually connect those to a train system that will connect the really large distances. Because the trains in this game run real fast. If you already saw other Let's Plays, or if you were playing the game for yourself, you actually know that. And now we're at the point where we can't run out of money. Like, probably doesn't matter much what I do. I won't be able to run out of money. I'm gonna try my hardest, of course, but... oh... We need to actually... Well, let's dezone that crap first. Doesn't really... There we go. And rezone. Like so. Graveyard, of course, is part of that district. And there we go. Now, let's move some more industry where it actually belongs. I think these three areas can be moved up here now. Just make one large industrial area. And dezone these fuckers down there. Really don't need them anymore. There we go. Really bugs me that like this here is so weirdly offset. Doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would you... I drew the street in one straight line, so there's really no reason for these guys to segment this space like that. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, whatever. It's gonna be fine. And there we go. Removed some more of that industry. Thank you very much. Don't need that power connection anymore. Good. Now we just need to wait for that to clear up, and then we can actually extend our... well, we actually can't really extend our residential area down there. Sad as it is, because then it won't get coverage from the medical and whatnot that we built here, so it doesn't really make sense to extend it down there. But it will alleviate some of the traffic going from the highway through all the city down there and going back up there. Now all that's left to do is actually align this part to the highway. And what I want to do is bring them closer to the river there. But I think I'm gonna do that off screen. That's just too boring watching me dezone. Oh well. Actually, it's all I'm ever doing. Dezoning, rezoning, organizing zones. Right? Might as well might as well do it on screen. Now, we do need more space though. I think, how many tiles can we actually afford? I want to have this space maybe, and this here. These two. I think we can buy two. I'm not sure. Well, let's risk it. So that's one. That's two. Oh, great. That's just great. Okay. So, let's get out of this screen here again. And the reason I wanted to have that, where for one, we can now finally finish the district here properly. No, not upgrading. Well, we could actually upgrade our roads as well. But, yeah, like so. Cannot upgrade this time. I can't upgrade this time. What did I do here? Why can't I? I'll just rebuild it then. Huh. That's weird. It's kind of weird. I don't know why the game won't let me upgrade the roads everywhere, but oh well. I guess we'll just have to make do with the roads that we can upgrade. There we go. That. What else? You. Around here. There. Alrighty, I think I got them all. Almost. Yep. Looking good. Okay, where was I? Not upgrading. Building new roads. Now this here is our central area, so we can extend from that at least one more square. So let's actually do that. Extend over here. We could also dezone that, because we don't really need the commercial areas in here. Like so, and so. That stuff has to go, because that's going to be residential areas now. We also need to plaster that with parks sometime in the near future. And here we go. 3 up there. Yeah, it's almost a perfect district. Not quite, but almost. And we can actually connect that up to the highway. Why don't we do just that? Might as well. Yeah, might as well do that. We can just move the incinerators a little bit and do another connection to the highway over here. And do a proper one at that. Not this weird, wonky stuff that I did here. Now, let's do some reorganizing. Let's actually do it a little slow. Get these guys dezoned. And let's get like so. Looks good to me. Let's get some office space in here. Like so people don't have to travel as far to work. And also offices don't care about the noise pollution that the commercial areas will provide. Oh, that's great. Let's fill in more high density in here and see how that resolves. Pipelining problems. Well, actually, yeah, we do have pipelining problems. Out here should be way enough. Put that down. Oh, I actually did organize it differently here. Damn. Okay, all that back, and reorganize it. Here maybe? No, that's too far out. Like so. Seems to cover it all. Yep, it does. And where did I connect? I didn't. Why didn't I? Oh, here did I? Let's have that. I'm just drawing these out so I can actually make... Oh. Come on, game. Don't make it so hard for me. I just want to have a decent semi-symmetrical water supply system. There we go. That is looking better. Okay, that's better. That makes me happy. Right. Okay, working nicely so far. Now I just need the people to actually move in here and build some... How are we doing in education, by the way? I could use another elementary, but I'm gonna put that here, because this probably is my most densely populated district. So they kind of need a second elementary, and of course we don't have the space to fit it. So let's actually... yeah, this looks good. Because these people here don't seem to be educated just enough. High school, we don't have a... Oh, we have a high school here. We don't have one down here. Why is that the case? Let's give you guys a high school. There you have it. Get educated! Bring me more money. Thank you. Well, they're actually doing quite well in terms of the money gathering, so... Can't really complain at that front. Now we're gonna redo a little bit of that. Put some high density residentials in here. I'm gonna leave the riverside low density for now. But this here can be high density. Maybe like so looks good, huh? Maybe this here can be high density as well. Shoop-de-whoop. Okay, so now we're losing people, but that should turn around quickly. Oh! Damn. I wanted to do that all the way around my high-density residentials. That's fine, that's quick enough. There we go. Because that will also bring the workplace closer, and that will also alleviate some of our traffic problems. Although I gotta redo the bus system here. What I recognize now. But is that working well, by the way? How many buses are we using? 26. Yeah, this here doesn't seem to work that well. But there's a lot of returning to facility. I don't know, you gotta give that stuff, like if you make changes on the scale that I did now, you gotta give the system some time to actually reorganize itself and settle. Even that sounds a little weird, but it's just the way it goes. Because the traffic problem you have now here, given the capability and given that we do have public transportation and all that, it doesn't actually make sense. So we do need to wait for that to settle, and then we can reassess the situation. So if you look over here, where there's way more people, there's no traffic problem whatsoever. In fact, yeah, we're doing just great. So that's something to keep in mind. So just until all the people moved in here, I guess, or maybe we do need another highway connection there. I do need to deal with this weird over-the-highway bridge waste disposal connection thing. and I can now because I can just remove these guys. But I'll probably do some of that off screen. And that is actually the closing words for oh, what is your problem? Wasn't that an abandoned building just now? Sports cars, stuff. Huh. Could have sworn that was an abandoned building. That icon did blink there. Anyway, that shall do it for the episode. I hope you did enjoy it. Not enough educated workers, alright. I hope you did enjoy it. There it is again. Man, don't annoy me like that. Well, okay, I'm just gonna scroll out of this. So here, no pop-ups that annoy me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did or didn't, I wouldn't mind if you leave me a comment and let me know about why that is. And well, what's there left to say other than you guys have a great day, enjoy it. I'm gonna fix this traffic situation here a little bit, and we'll see you in the next episode. Until then, goodbye.